hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and welcome back to another episode of Walking and Talking and Riding and Slide with your boy, Courtney P. You do not have to kill yourself. Start out walking 5 to 10 minutes in your neighborhood and work your way up. So YouTube, so Birmingham, so United States of America. Here we go again with this document situation. Obviously, a year and a half ago, we dealt with, President Trump, allegedly had some hidden documents in a home of his, and today, within the last couple of weeks, we find out that, President Biden, when he was vice president, basically also had some privacy documents at one of his homes. And so what this tells me is that not only is everybody bound to make a mistake, this also tells me how things can become so political. Obviously, when this happened with Trump a year and a half ago or so, you had Democrats come out and say, man, how irresponsible can you be? Now, on the back end, when the president is basically kind of caught up in the same situation, Democrats are basically saying that, hey, look, maybe, this was just a mistake. Let's answer the questions, Mr. President, and let's move forward. But the Republicans are saying, not so fast. It just was good for President Trump as, he took a bashing, on this a year and a half or so ago. We are also going to challenge the president, and for me as citizens, I believe in holding people accountable. However, I think it's a sad situation when politicians make anything political. Keep in mind now, we're talking about the same group of people. And when I say the same group of people, I'm talking about the Senate. I'm talking about the House of Representatives. I'm talking about politicians in the Democratic Party as well as the Republican Party. We couldn't even pick a house. They couldn't even pick a actual House of Representatives, a speaker for the House of Representatives a couple weeks ago. It took Kevin McCarthy 15 votes for the Republicans to actually finally choose him as the leader of the Republican Party when it comes to being Speaker of the House. Now some people will point the finger and say, well, that's a Republican thing. However, in my opinion, it's a country thing, it's a United States of America thing because, anytime you have any type of major bill has to be passed. Obviously, the president has power, but, votes have to go through the Senate. Votes have to go through the House of Representatives. Votes have to go through these different branches of government. So I think more than anything, this should be a wake-up call for anybody. I don't care if it's a neighborhood president. I don't care if it's a mayor. I don't care if it's a governor. I don't care, what politician it is. When it comes to controversy, evaluate the facts and see if this person is really making this situation political. Me, myself, personally, I think that obviously President Biden made a mistake. I think Trump may have made a mistake as well. One thing Biden did do is it seems like he was a little bit more straightforward than President Trump was. However, I feel like to, President Trump's defense, President Biden really didn't have a choice but to be a little bit more straightforward because he was one of the people that bashed and called, President Trump, irresponsible for the documents that he had. So again, I think no matter who you vote for, whoever you evaluate when it comes to politics, I think you want to evaluate the entire situation. I think, this document situation is going to get even more messy, so I would just advise everybody to stay tuned. I would also advise everybody to, watch the news every now and then. I know you may not be a CNN person. I know you may not be a Fox News person. You may not be an MSNBC person. However, I would say if you see fit, try to check in every single every now and then, just to see what's going on with this, because I think this is one of these leaky faucets that's not gonna go away. Apparently, I was reading an article today where they found some more documents, and so again, trust me, the Republicans are gonna do everything they can to keep this in the media, and everybody knows once a story stays in the media, so long, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And so, like we say all the time, we're going to keep it positive. We're going to keep it pushing. And we got to be smart as citizens. We got to be smart as Americans. And I'm just telling everybody just to pay attention to this situation because this could have impact, income tax and income tax checks. This could impact, when you actually get your tax refund. This could impact, a lot of major decisions when it comes to healthcare. This could maybe lead to a government shutdown. You never know. Keep in mind now, we're talking about the same group of people that could not even pick a House Speaker a couple weeks ago, and so just for a couple of days then, the United States essentially did not have a government. So like we say all the time, we gonna keep it positive, we gonna keep it pushing, we being smart in Birmingham, Alabama, especially when you listen to Courtney P again and again and again. Thanks for walking and talking and riding and slide with your boy Courtney P again and again and again.